Hello, my name is Jason Mallard. I'm the area water agent from Southeast Georgia. In this project, we'll be looking at utilizing constant head infiltrometers to quantify water infiltration in cover crops, and that being compared back to conventional tillage. For this research project, there's a field in Midville, Georgia at the research station at the Southeast Research and Education Center, where cover crops have been planted since 2017 consecutively in the same exact plot throughout this time since 2017. The different cover crop treatments are rye plus clover, a seven-way mix, and conventional tillage, all planted again side by side, repeated throughout this trial with four repetitions. So you can see from the map, we use a various test to determine different soil zones throughout the field. We have repeated this infiltration test three times in each soil zone for each treatment. So therefore, quite a few tests have been completed. As far as each individual plot, they are 36 foot wide by the length of the field. Then looking at the rings in the bottom left hand corner, those are double what we're calling the double ring infiltrometers. These double rings that are installed into the soil profile are 12-inch pieces of PVC pipe and 6-inch pieces of PVC pipe cut into 5-inch lengths. 2.5 inches in the soil, 2.5 inches above the soil profiles for the use of measuring the water infiltration into the soil profile. The purpose of using the double ring, the outside ring, will make the inside ring infiltrate straight down rather than a lateral flow. So that's the purpose of the double ring. Looking at the center image that we have there, that's the constant head infiltrometer, which basically through a suction actually will maintain a constant water level in the infiltration rings. So moving into the results, and again, this was done throughout the field and repeated several times in each soil type and across the field. So the hopes were that the infiltration, the actual water moving into the soil profile, would be a lot higher on the cover crops than on the conventional tillage. This is not what we ended up seeing. It ended up being fairly similar infiltration rates. Though we do know, and it is a known fact, that cover crops will slow the water down and keep it from running off the field, therefore allowing more time for infiltration. But when comparing the cover crops back to conventional tillage, we did not see a significant difference. Though we did not see that difference that we were hoping for, there are a couple of trends that we would like to show in this presentation. We did notice that when planting, each year, each time we go in and plant the actual cash crop, we move over 18 inches. So therefore, as you see the picture in the center with the double rings, they are installed where the row would have been last year. Now, in the seven-way mix, we did notice a significant increase in infiltration in the green soil zone, which is the better soil throughout the field. We noticed a higher infiltration rate in the seven-way mix in the green soil zone. After doing a little further investigation, what we did notice was that the subsoiler ruts where the subsoiler went in the spring of 2024 was still impacting water infiltration in the 7-way mix. And again, in the green soil zone, seemed to be a lot more impact from that. Another thing that we noticed in this research was that equipment traffic plays a major role, as we all can expect. We noticed a significant amount of decreased infiltration where tires had driven or had went through the field in the years past. So a couple of things in the future, what we would like to look further at would be testing compaction and seeing if we can manage equipment traffic in ways that would reduce compaction, and also look further into the um, impact of the subsolar equipment going through the field, and maybe would it be something to consider to um, move those over rather than 18 inches and going back from row to row? Should we move it quarterly? In other words, rather than the full 18 inches, where we split that in half, making more tracks for the subsolar that would increase infiltration in this heavier soil. So those are a few things that we would like to look at in the future, and I appreciate you visiting with us today. Thank you.